I wish for every girl and woman everywhere the same as I've had. Basic health for a start, the opportunity for education, to be surrounded by people who love me, preferably my family, but if that's not possible for every girl in the world, at least someone who cares and loves for them. To have the freedom and to be empowered to achieve what they can possibly achieve in their lives is something I would wish for every girl and every woman in the world.
So we've been talking a lot about disease crisis and outbreaks around the world. What does the process look like within an organization like Johnson&Johnson when a new global health crisis emerges? What are your processes? Where do you start to see how you can be supportive and help?
Well, where do we start in a big global crisis? If I use Ebola as an example, I mean, the first thing we would do is look to ourselves and say, well, what part can we play in helping to sort out this crisis? And where do our competencies lie in that respect? So one is we have viral experts, people who know a lot about viruses in our company and research. We have clinicians in our company, we have clinical research in our company. We also have a global footprint. And we also have the ability to collaborate. And I think that was the most important thing with Ebola, was collaborating with aid agencies, with governments, with other pharmaceutical companies, and with organizations like the World Health Organization to try to understand what needed to be done and what part we could play. And because we knew about Ebola and we had a program that we were working on, we were able to accelerate that. And what was amazing was how quickly we were able to accelerate it through partnerships and through collaboration with the various regulatory agencies around the world. So a medicine usually takes 10 years to be developed. In the space of a year, we got 10 clinical trials going in 3 separate continents. And within 3 years, we hope that we will have a vaccine that will be able to be used to protect people, because although the Ebola crisis has to some extent died down, it will flare up again. There have been 24 epidemics historically that we know of, and vaccines will be needed, and that's where we can play our part in terms of developing an effective and safe vaccine for future use.